Hi everyone, Sabrina here with a book review. Today I am going to be chatting about The Wolf of Oren-Yaro. This is by K.S. Villoso. This is a book that was recommended by the DraconAthon group, and I picked it when I won the DraconAthon photo competition as a book to read. I read it last week. I love this book so much. This is so much fun and really enjoyable and just like, yeah, I'm doing my thing. So there is a sequel to this. I knew nothing about this author beforehand. I just knew that lots of people doing DraconAthon were actually really raving about this book and saying it was really, really good. But anyway, we follow Queen Talyn, and she's basically trying to hold her kingdom together by the skin of her teeth. Her husband walked off before the coronation. Their wedding was a political match, as it were, to bring the two sides of the kingdom together. And it's been hard. She's struggled. She's got on with it. And then one day, a message arrives from her husband, who she's not heard from in 5 years, who wants to meet. And she's still desperately in love with him. She loved her husband. She still loves her husband. So she goes to try and get him to come home to the sun, to the kingdom, to get everything to work out. Unfortunately, things aren't as straightforward as you would hoped. And Talyn goes from one bad situation to another bad situation and has to fight her way out of most of them. There's a little romance, friendship romance, I would say, actually, in this, which was really endearing between her and one of the supporting characters. Her husband, who you kind of suspected of being an arse at the beginning, he's an arse. Yeah, there's no redeeming this guy. He's an arse. But I really liked Talyn. I thought she was flawed. She made mistakes. She was far too naive, as one of the characters points out. She believes in the best in people, and she's also been quite sheltered in her upbringing. She expects things to work a certain way, and when they don't work that way, she's a bit like, well, what's going on? Why doesn't it work like this? So I really liked her sort of growing in world wisdom and acknowledging that people aren't black and white, and that, you know, people can be deceptive while also smiling at you. So I really like that. She's feisty, she's sarcastic, she's quick to lose her temper, she says it how things are. And I love her blunt honesty. I really, really enjoyed the freshness of a royal who's not actually trying to play the game, who's just like, I don't like you, bump, here's why. So it was really good. There's discussion on sexism, misogyny, classism, racism, prejudice in here. It's all part and parcel of this world that's going on. And I really loved it. It's so easy to read. You plough through the chapter so quickly. Some of her story is told in flashback within the chapter, but at no point did I ever feel lost. It felt a very natural way of telling the story, of unravelling her character. I really loved it. I really enjoyed it. I've found out this author has actually written many books set in this world. So this world actually does feel very solid and grounded already, even though it's like the first book in the series. But that's because this author's been writing about this world for so long. And it just makes it rich and believable. You know, it's a place you could go and visit. It has that depth to it, which really surprised me. So, The Wolf of Oren-Yaro, have you read it? Obviously there's a sequel, I think, that's been released already. I need to go and check my shopping list for that one. But this is the first in the series. Did you enjoy it? What did you really like about it? I mean, I'm just going to gush and say I loved it because gush. But yeah, try and remain spoiler free though, because there are some quite big things that happen in this, and it was nice to come across it as a surprise. I knew absolutely nothing going into this book, so it was just a delight from one page to the next. It really was. So please, no spoilers if possible. In my description box you will find links to my Goodreads, Twitter and Instagram. You'll also find the link to my book blog on there, and I'm doing more in-depth reviews, so a slightly more coherent review of The Wolf of Oren-Yaro might appear on there at some point in the future. Bear with me. You'll also find links to Booktubers that I think you should go and check out, so please go and support them. Let's defeat the algorithms, because they're evil. Oh God, that was short, wasn't it? As always, thank you very much for watching and happy reading. Be well.